They don't exist. It is as if it is terra nullius, empty land. And I'm mentioning that term very poignantly because terra nullius was the legalistic term that European colonial powers used back in, a century ago, or more than 2 centuries ago, in order to justify colonizing various lands around the world, from Australia, New Zealand, Kenya, South Africa, and so on. The first thing that the European colonizers did was to say that land has no people and no history, no owners. It's outside international law. It's like, going to an asteroid between Jupiter and, I don't know, some other planet. Right? And, the fact that the United Nations recognize that and recognize that there is going to be a corporation, a private company, that is going to have as a lifelong chairman a man, not a president, not a representative of the people, but a man called Donald J. Trump. And that he has no obligation whatsoever. He's not answerable to the board. He's not answerable to the United Nations. He's not answerable even to the Congress of the United States of America. And he simply has to give a report every 6 months to the United Nations, if he wants to. It's not even a report that has to be approved of or anything like that. So essentially, the United Nations annulled itself when it approved of that resolution on the 17th of November, 2025. And I have to, and this is how I'm going to complete my long answer. Apologies for taking so long, but I'm livid about all this. Why did the French and the British, who had supposedly recognized the state of Palestine, including Gaza, only a few weeks before, why did they accept that? Well, they accepted that because for them, this was something that concerned brown people in the Middle East. It didn't concern them. Now they know better. They know that the Board of Peace is not just about Palestine. It's not about Gaza. And now the Board of Peace is about everything. And, you have all these Bond villains that Trump has amassed, has surrounded himself with. And he's talking about Greenland. Tomorrow he's going to talk about Canada. And, now the chickens are coming home to roost, metaphorically speaking. And you have people like, Mark Carney, the liberal premier of Canada, Prime Minister of Canada, coming out with a very interesting speech in Davos recently, saying, "Oh my goodness, this is the end of the world as we knew it." Well, you idiots, you brought this about by approving a United Nations resolution which effectively annuls the